Hello everybody. If you want all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 901, The Signature Dish, Upper Advanced. Chef Marcus stood behind the stainless steel counter, tasting the sauce for the fourth time. The evening service would begin in 2 hours, and he still had not decided whether the final touch should be lemon zest or orange peel. His small bistro sat on a narrow street in London, far from the tourist crowds near Westminster. Regular customers knew they could expect genuine cuisine without theatrical presentation. Tonight was different. He planned to introduce a new dessert that had occupied his thoughts for weeks. The first attempt had been disastrous. Too sweet, lacking balance. The second improved slightly, but felt heavy on the palate. Now, standing in his kitchen surrounded by hanging copper pots and fresh herbs, Marcus considered each ingredient critically. Dark chocolate formed the base. Sea salt provided contrast, yet something remained unfinished. A young apprentice named Sophia entered carrying crates of fruit. She worked part-time while studying nutrition at university. "The raspberries arrived early today," she announced, placing them gently on the counter. "They smell wonderful." Marcus nodded, selecting 3 perfect berries. He crushed them between his fingers, observing how the juice stained his skin red. Fresh fruit versus preserves. Preserves offered consistency, yet freshness brought vitality. This tension defined great cooking, predictability against spontaneity. "What do you think?" Marcus asked, "for the final garnish?" Sophia examined the plated components. Her eyes moved methodically across the arrangement. "Perhaps both," she suggested softly. Fresh berries alongside a thin layer of raspberry reduction beneath the ganache. That way guests experience both textures. He smiled. Sometimes apprentices taught masters unexpected lessons. She understood how flavors interacted differently depending on placement and temperature. By 7 o'clock, the bistro filled completely. Conversations hummed throughout the room as diners enjoyed their meals. Marcus observed from his position, watching which dishes earned enthusiastic reactions and which received polite silence. At 9:30, the final table ordered desserts. Marco delivered 2 plates featuring Sophia's suggestion. The patrons exchanged appreciative glances before taking their first bites. They did not speak immediately, allowing the flavor profile to unfold properly. Then one woman closed her eyes briefly, nodding slowly. "Perfect balance," whispered another diner beside her companion. Later that night, after closing procedures finished, Marcus wiped down the counters alone. The decision process consumed him less now. Success confirmed his choices were sound. Yet tomorrow he would begin questioning once again, because good chefs never ceased refining their craft. Sophia approached holding her notebook open. Several pages contained sketches of plating arrangements and notes about flavor combinations discussed during prep. "I wrote down observations," she explained. "Could we review them together next Tuesday?" "We certainly will," Marcus replied, locking the back door. "Bring your notes. We will explore variations on citrus integration for spring menus." Walking home under amber streetlights, Marcus considered how teaching required patience equal to culinary skill. Tomorrow's challenges waited inevitably. Much like winter followed autumn naturally, there existed comfort in such cycles continuing without dramatic interruption. Tomorrow he would taste sauces again, adjust seasonings once more, and welcome whatever criticism emerged from hungry mouths around tables throughout the city. If you learned a new word today, please make sure to subscribe so you can practice again next time. Vocabulary notes. Stainless steel. Definition: a metal alloy containing iron mixed with chromium, giving it resistance to rust and corrosion while maintaining a bright reflective surface. Commonly used in professional kitchens for hygiene purposes because it is easy to clean and durable. Example: Chef Marcus stood behind the stainless steel counter, tasting the sauce for the 4th time. Similar words: chrome-plated surfaces, metalwork, industrial-grade equipment, corrosion-resistant alloy. Usage note: in professional cooking environments, stainless steel dominates countertops, appliances and utensils because health inspectors require non-porous metals that bacteria cannot penetrate. Garnish. Definition: an edible decorative item added to food or drinks to enhance visual appeal and sometimes contribute complementary flavor elements. Example: what do you think? Marcus asked, for the final garnish. Similar words: accent decoration, finishing touch, plating detail, ornamental addition. Usage note: while garnishes often serve aesthetic purposes, modern culinary theory values functional garnishes that contribute texture or taste rather than purely visual ones. Sophia's suggestion combined both fresh berries and reduction, each adding different sensory experiences alongside beauty. Palate. Definition: when discussing food, this refers to one's sense of taste and perception of flavors, particularly how different tastes register in the mouth and combine together. Example: the second improved slightly but felt heavy on the palate. Similar words: taste buds experience, sensory reception, flavor perception, oral sensation. Usage note: chefs frequently describe dishes as feeling light, heavy, or balanced on the palate. This language reflects how viscosity, temperature, fat content, and acidity affect overall mouthfeel beyond pure sweetness or saltiness. Predictability against spontaneity. Definition: a conceptual phrase describing the ongoing tension between established routines yielding reliable outcomes versus improvisation creating unpredictable but potentially superior results. Example: preserves offered consistency, yet freshness brought vitality. This tension defined great cooking, predictability against spontaneity. Similar phrases: structure versus creativity, standardization versus innovation, routine versus experimentation, convention versus improvisation. Usage note: this contrast appears throughout creative professions, not merely cooking but music composition, architectural design, and artistic endeavors. Professional excellence typically requires mastering controlled techniques before successfully bending them. Refine their craft. Definition: to continuously improve skills through careful practice, critical evaluation, and incremental adjustments, rather than seeking sudden dramatic breakthroughs. Example: success confirmed his choices were sound, yet tomorrow he would begin questioning once again, because good chefs never cease refining their craft. Similar expressions: perfect one's technique, hone abilities over time, polish professional expertise, cultivate mastery progressively. Usage note: the verb refine suggests gradual, deliberate enhancement rather than wholesale replacement. Masters rarely abandon foundational skills. Instead, they layer sophistication upon solid fundamentals built earlier in their careers. Story written by Lumo. Image created by onemin.ai. To read, listen, see all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. CC Music, drifting at 432 Hz, Unicorn Heads.